Thank you for stopping by the Reaction Lounge. My name is Eric Wilford Watson. This is the channel where me or my companion Steve like to sit down, watch movies, react to movies, talk about shows, talk about movies, talk about whatever else comes to mind. Today you're stuck with just me, but that's okay because we're going to watch Blade Trinity. Now on this channel, I reacted to the original Blade, which I had never seen before. I liked it more than I thought I would. Wesley Snipes was fucking fantastic. The sequel, still good, but not quite as good, and Wesley Snipes was still awesome. I'm not super hopeful that the third one's going to be as good as the previous two, but we'll see. I've been surprised before. So with no further ado, we're going to jump right into this movie, and I'll give you my honest, unfiltered opinions along the way. And again, thanks for stopping by the lounge. Hey, this is beginning with the Marvel pages flipping. That wasn't in the first two movies. Not sure when the chronology is of when Marvel started doing that in front of its movies, but so we're starting with a exposition dump.
Everybody knows the movies are full of shit.
Okay, a little bit different of a beginning from the others. The original Blade, I didn't know was a comic book movie originally. It wasn't until years after the fact that I learned that it was a Marvel property. I just avoided it because it was a vampire movie. But now, oh, that's going to be Blade. This started with his feet. Is that Blade in there? Blade in combat gear, or is that just, who knows? We'll see. Or are these vampires because their faces are covered to keep the sunlight off of them? F you to the sun, so I'm guessing they're vampires? But yeah, I didn't know Blade 1 and 2 and 3 were Marvel movies until a few years ago. So I've been educated. So what's in this pyramid thing? You got to move the styrofoam pieces out of the way so that the CGI hole can open up. Cheers, folks.
Guys?
Uh-oh, what's happening now? They found another hole underneath the first hole. And something's pulling them down. Oh, yeah. Okay. So what did they unearth? So that was an interesting prologue. It's actually quite a good prologue. It sets up something interesting. I like that quite a bit. Some nice establishing shots, setting the environment. A bomb. Kaplooey! Explosions! Well, we're like 2 minutes into the movie and we already got explosions. And that is the correct pronunciation. It's explosions. That was cool. Hey, there's the man! As soon as we see Blade, we cut to opening credits with cool music. Also, we're going to have an action sequence during the opening credits. Steps on the skull. Already, Blade's been on screen for 2 seconds, and already he's a badass. I just love Wesley Snipes in this movie, in these movies. So far, the tone is exactly like the first two movies, and I appreciate that. Consistency in the franchise so far. Oh, it's got a silver whip thing. Yeah, that's right. Blade Trinity. So I wonder what the Trinity is in reference to. I know that this is the third movie. Trinity means three. But if it's just called that instead of Blade 3, a little disappointing. But I want to know if there's a specific reason they use that word. And we got Chris Christopherson driving a truck. Superhero landing. Appropriate soundtrack music. He has a switch in his car that speeds up the film. So he can fight a vampire, drive a car, and look cool all at the same time. It's kind of like the Spy Hunter car. He's just got anti-vampire stuff built into it, like the super bright light. That's pretty cool. I'm liking the movie so far, folks. Oh, he's got the double-barrel weapon of awesomeness. You can't walk up to the vampire too quickly. You have to look cool while you're doing it, so it takes slow, steady steps.
Staked you with silver. Why aren't you ash?
So he was willing to commit suicide to frame Blade? I love the old dated technology.
Blade.
Super high tech at the time, but looks really super old now.
It was horrible. The one car crashed and then the guy in the coat.
Why would they have a sketch if you actually have a photograph of the guy?
Shootout that left at least 4 people dead.
Couldn't you just use the photograph? Welcome to evil vampire headquarters. Oh, is that the thing that they found in the pyramid? Yep. That's the thing they found in the pyramid. What is it exactly?
The world's changed since your time. The humans have a new hunter.
If he's underground for 4,000 years, how is he speaking English? Never mind, it's a movie.
They'll be here for the next hour, and they'll be taking your calls. Next.
Well, this is different.
Tittle, live.
Yeah, an interview show going on.
What do you make of all of these rumors?
Interesting.
It's like this Blade criminal.
Now, that's the guy I want to hear about. I want to hear about this character, Blade. What about him?
Yeah, we want to hear about Blade too.
They're waging a goddamn PR campaign.
A PR campaign against the vampire killer. Interesting.
We're gonna have to take...
I guess this is a world where people don't know that vampires exist. I know in a lot of Marvel stuff, there's a lot of really weird shit. People just take weird shit for granted. But I guess in this universe, and not so much. I like this. They're setting a creepy ambiance, just with a few subtle camera angles, lighting. I like it. It's a fake out. I had a feeling.
Fuck you.
Yep. Oh, okay, so we got a new vampire hunter. Let me guess, she doesn't know about Blade, or if she does, she doesn't like him. Her name's not Trinity, is it? Okay, that thing is cool. It's like a combination of a Klingon batleth and a lightsaber.
Oh, let's go, let's go!
Uh-oh, it's the police. As I recall from the first movie, police are sort of in the vampire camp. A lot of the cops are owned by the vampires. He's really determined to clear his browsing history, folks. I'm kind of curious what sort of things he's been up to online.
Move a finger and you're dead!
Nice. Interesting. I wouldn't have expected this to happen in the movie.
And by them, you mean vampires, right?
These FBI agents are going to be convinced of the vampire truth later on, unless they're already working for the vampires.
How about the president? Do you know who's in the White House right now?
What asshole.
Well, no matter. Well, it's an accurate answer. Almost, yeah, depending upon your politics, that's a funny answer.
Going on 5 years now.
Shows him his brand.
It's the Endgame Blade.
No, that's a different Marvel movie. Endgame is a totally different movie. Oh, and here comes the vampires. Say, folks, if you're enjoying this reaction video, do us a favor. Hit that like and subscribe button and share. Is Lady Vampire Hunter going to rescue Blade?
The humans around.
The lady that killed the people earlier in the movie? Killed the vampires earlier in the movie with a fake baby? What? I'm guessing it wasn't a suicide leap. It was... Oh, what is this? So who's rescuing him? Is that Ryan Reynolds?
This way!
So I guess Deadpool wasn't his first time in a Marvel movie. I did not know he was in this. Oh, yeah. Are these characters in the comics? I really should read Blade comics, shouldn't I? Here's another thing, YouTube. Which Blade comics should I read if I were to read Blade comics? Let me know in the comments where somebody should begin if they're unfamiliar with the Blade comic book universe. Superhero landing.
Well, my name is Hannibal King. And this little hellion right here is Abigail.
Hannibal King and Abigail, huh? Those sound like names that would have been assigned to comic book characters. Were they in the comics?
How do you bankroll this operation?
I date a lot of older men.
It's a very Ryan Reynolds-y kind of line.
Rude. Second, I'm pretty sure we saved your ass back there.
I'm impressed.
I love the attitude Wesley Snipes is giving these people. It's very in character.
Fucking Hannibal King! I should have ripped his bleeding heart out when I had the chance.
Acting!
Acting! Brilliant! Thank you!
Oh, that's gnarly.
Field managed to treat me with a cure, and now I killed him.
I'm digging the beard. I like his beard in this.
Take a look at this.
Dracula. They just showed a comic book to a comic book character.
This is a piece of his armor. He was born in ancient Sumeria.
Oh, Eller, here we go. Flashback exposition time. It makes sense that if you have a vampire comic book, you'd have to have Dracula in there somehow.
He up and disappeared.
Now, that's not a bad way to give exposition. You have a conversation with a few flashbacks cut in, but it's mostly just conversation. Not bad.
Disgusted with. And according
It's a little bit different from the first two movies, but I like it. I'm not sure I like it as good as the first movie, but so far I'm liking this a lot better than the second movie. But movie's still young. We'll see what happens. I will say it seems a little late in the movie to be introducing a new team for him to be part of. It seems like they should have tried to set that up earlier in the movie, but that's a minor nitpick. I'm drinking a Michelob Ultra. Don't judge.
Yeah. Look around.
He's eating Count Chocula. Fucker's actually eating Count Chocula.
I've got Dracula lunchboxes. Did you see those?
More of a fan of Blueberry myself.
Was there something special you needed?
I love having the actual Dracula holding a box of Count Chocula. That's amazing. She's wearing a Motorhead t-shirt. Motorhead's a good band. Lemmy was a hard rock legend, to be sure. May he rest in peace.
So, can we just go right ahead and sign you up for one of our secret Night Stalker decoder rings?
Has Ryan Reynolds ever been in a movie where he's totally serious and doesn't make any wisecracks?
Oh. Holy shit.
Oh, that's a very young Patton Oswalt. I didn't even recognize him.
We have a wide assortment of ass kickery for your viewing pleasure today.
Ass kickery?
She's making playlists.
I guess this is before you could stream Spotify in your car, huh? They're consistent. I've never seen people in this movie listen to light jazz or, reggae. It's always this type of music. I'm a heavy metal guy myself, but, I guess if I was a vampire, I'd have to listen to electronic music. It's just the way it is. Impossible to destroy Nokia phones. I miss those things. I used to play Snake on those old phones. I would have watched this movie a long time ago if I knew Ryan Reynolds was in it. Did they ever say what city this is supposed to be, or is this just generically a big city? Oh no, they took a baby. That's not cool. Not nearly as gory as the second movie. I like that. They don't rely on yuck for entertainment. It's more of a story, and I like that. That stairwell shot reminds me of Alfred Hitchcock's Vertigo, which is absolutely my favorite movie of all time, by the way.
How are you able to survive in sunlight?
Haven't you read Stoker's Fable?
Interesting to hear him refer to Stoker's Fable.
I must have heard hundreds of you rodents make the same claim. Each one of them have tasted the end of my sword.
Cool line. And he saved the baby.
Gucci go.
He just takes 1 second to be cute with the baby. I like it. Blood going down the drain. That reminds me of another Hitchcock movie. That was cool.
Can't tell you, they'll kill me.
Kill you, motherfucker, I'll kill you.
I love the attitude. Wesley Snipes is just so amazing. I gotta take a look at IMDb and see what other Wesley Snipes movies are out there for me to watch. Like little vampire prepackaged meals.
They got processing centers in every major city.
Makes sense. An intelligent species that is carnivorous will eventually go from hunting to farming.
You got 20 seconds. 20.
Where'd the body go? Didn't they just shoot the guy? He wasn't a vampire, so his corpse should have still been there. Oh, he shapeshifted into Chris Christopherson. I mentioned that earlier that he could do that. Patton Oswalt died.
Experimenting. You made a goddamn vampire Pomeranian?
That's funny.
As the thirst keeps building, when you can't stand it anymore, I'm gonna bring the little girl in here for you to feed on. Would you enjoy taking her life?
Well, that's sufficiently evil.
Oh, that's atomized colloidal silver. It's being pumped through the building's air conditioning system, you cock-juggling thundercock!
Cock-juggling thundercock. I have to put that in my bank of insults. I think I went to Taco Bell recently. Commence with the ass kicking. Okay, that was pretty cool. Sort of silly, but pretty cool.
Fuck me, son.
Are they all vampire dogs? Aw, poor puppies.
Ready to die.
I was born ready, motherfucker.
Yeah, of course he was. That's pretty cool. That's a good kill. His body falls through the slats. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's pretty gnarly. Computer graphics aren't too bad. Oh, here we go. He caught it. Yeah, there we go. Does that do it? So I guess Dracula's dead now, huh? Interesting. Well, I guess the vampire killing virus thingy is working. Oh, now it gets to her. Oh, so Dracula's not dead yet.
But remember this, sooner or later, the thirst always wins.
Oh, he had to live long enough to say some things before he died. Okay, that makes sense. I haven't seen Deadpool and Wolverine yet. I wonder if there's any fourth wall breaking with Ryan Reynolds being in both this movie and that movie. That looks like Chicago. I recognize that building with a sideways diamond. Although I don't think it's supposed to be Chicago. Looks like some CGI skyscrapers. Oh, that's an interesting shot. Okay. Okay. All right, so that was Blade Trinity. I guess the word Trinity never came into play. It was just a word that sounded cooler than three, I suppose. But I liked the movie. It had some pacing issues. I don't think it was as good as the first Blade, but I like it better than the second Blade. So I think this makes a good trilogy. There's a beginning, middle, and end. I think that the fact that there's no more Blade movies after this makes it for a really good trilogy. I don't know what they're going to do with Blade. There's been some rumors that the guy they cast to do Blade is now going to be quietly replaced with Wesley Snipes, but who knows? But these three movies do very well as their own pocket universe. I like this movie quite a bit. I would recommend watching it. I give it a thumbs up. Wesley Snipes is just wonderful in all three of these movies. Couldn't be more happy with having watched this trilogy, and I'm really happy that you came by the Reaction Lounge to experience this with me. Now, if you want to see me react to more movies, please hit that like and subscribe button, and I'm open to suggestions. What other movies should I watch? Let me know in the comments below. Until next time,